There we go. You got it. Yo, this is my boy, my cousin. What was your first impressions on the Diddy doc?
Well, it was interesting to actually get confirmation of my own personal experience with Diddy. I had a situation with him in 1996, which predates all of this, where he actually refused to pay me for some World Series tickets that I got for him.
Yo, this is my boy, my cousin, blood cousin, Keith Watson, K Dub,
Yes,
music
sir.
industry vet, producer, forensic analyst. If you ever need to chase down all your royalties with the label, and all around vet. But yeah, Keith, you break down your resume. Who did you produce for, man? Break it down
Eight
because
Ball
you're in
and
the South.
MJG, generally
Eight
Suave
Ball and
House.
MJG, Swab
A
House.
lot of folks that were tied into the South era. You could, let's see, got Ball and G, worked with Busta Rhymes, and I've done a lot of things, for network television.
Keith and I again came up kind of in the same era in the '90s, and while he was doing this thing, in Houston, Texas, I was taking my camera, shooting all the Jamaica House acts. Before I did the documentary, I was, directing music videos.
So what happened is I actually went to a birthday party for a Jermaine Dupri birthday party in Atlanta in 1996, and I met Puff at this party. And we started talking, and he was like, "Oh, okay, that's cool, man. I want to go to some Yankee games." And I was like, "Well, sure, man. Here, give me your number. We'll exchange information." The World Series, the playoffs were coming at that time. Long story short, I ended up getting a call from Diddy's assistant, who was a lady named Leote, she ended up being an executive with Rough Riders. And she calls and she says, look, Puff wants to go to Game 6 of the World Series. But she called, let's say, 24 hours before Game 6.
As always happens.
Right?
Probably get
Like,
100
okay.
calls.
So I call my dad and say, hey, look, this guy Puff, he's a big deal. He's on the, we could do him a solid and get him into the game, and he'll owe us a favor.
Good person to have a favor
Bob was
from.
like, okay, cool, I'll do it for you, but here's how it has to happen. I have to, the way that the tickets were distributed back in those days is you had to buy a package. So there were 4 games that were at Yankee Stadium and 3 games that were at Atlanta Fulton County Stadium. So if you wanted to go to Game 6, you actually had to buy tickets for Game 6 and Game 7 in order to get those tickets. Well, the particular tickets that my dad had access to were what was traditionally known as, let's say, the mayor's seats, who were actually Mayor Rudy Giuliani's seats. So Big Bob basically moved Giuliani up to the owner's lounge, the owner's box, and was able to get those tickets made available. But the bottom line is those tickets face value were $5,000.
That's one hell of a favor, one hell of a solid.
Right. So let's call it what it was. It was basically Game 6 and Game 7, $10,000 a piece for the 2 tickets for him. And it may have been Jill or it may have been Roger, whoever his security was at the time. I didn't go because I was actually still in Atlanta. So I was able to arrange to get him the tickets. I got on the phone with Leote, got on the phone with Puff. He was caught, in the limo. Like, look, I got the tickets for you, but I don't want to check. I'm gonna have someone come pick up an envelope with the cash, because I had already heard about him not paying people. So I was like, I'm not taking any chances. Put $10,000 in the envelope and have it ready. I'm gonna have somebody come by Bad Boy and pick up the envelope. Okay, cool. He goes to the game. Of course, they won Game 6, so there was no Game 7. But that's neither here or there because Big Bob had to put it on his platinum Amex in order to cover the cost of those tickets.
Real talk.
So there was no way that I was not going to get those funds. There's no way that Bob Watson was going to put an expense on his platinum Amex for Sean Combs without him paying for them, period. And if you really look at what those tickets would have costed on the open market, those tickets would have cost way more than 10 grand if they were available. So there was no way that he was going to get away with not paying me or paying Big Bob. It just wasn't going to happen. But it happened. And to this day, he still has not paid me for those tickets.
Picked up the tickets, took the seats, attended the game.
There are pictures. He's sitting next to Spike Lee. I'll see if I can find the picture. I have the picture somewhere on my hard drive. I'm going to send it to you just so you can see. He was clearly there. He went. He enjoyed the game, had a great time, and went for free. Needless to say,
because he's that entitled, he thinks that everybody should give him stuff for free or that he doesn't have to pay, even though he's promised to pay.
Right.
So fucked up shit. Typical, but that's some industry shit we see all the time. We're talking about.
Yeah, look, see it all the time. And from that moment, so just think. So that's October '96. I've had zero respect for him since. And this is before he, like say, really took things to the next level with Bad Boy, and with he went through the roof between '96 and 2000. You know, but again, at the end of the day, he didn't pay me. He didn't pay Big Bob.
Diddy did not pay Big Bob.
I can't. There's no amount of whatever that can justify him doing that.
For those of you just coming in the chat, shout out to my homegirl Carrie. That's OCA.XO. I forget how to pronounce it, but that's Carrie. And we got DJ Maids Madness Music and my boy Legendary Shabazz. Shout out to him. But yeah, dude, so Diddy, he fucked you. But there's so many stories about that in the doc.
Yeah, no, he's definitely, I have firsthand experience with the fuckery. Period. And I probably had it before a lot of people. And to see what has come out publicly just supports my belief that he's not a decent human being. He's someone who is capable and willingly participating in things that are absolutely unsavory, unthinkable, unpleasant, all the uns in the world, right? He is that person. That's who he is. That's what his actions show, that he is who he has shown himself to be. And unfortunately, I was on the front end of that.
Y'all, this is my boy, my cousin, blood cousin. I can't tell you where is it in the GPS address, just say